Simpity-doo-dah, simpity-yay. Hey everyone. So I'm sure most of you have already heard about YouTube's little darling boy. iDubbbz, got himself into a bit of controversy lately. Some of you probably are or were fans of him, and the rest of you probably only know him for his content cop videos, where he exposed people like Leafy, Rice Gum, Killer Keemstar, and many others. So am I here to defend him, or am I here to call him a simp? Well, I definitely don't think he's a simp. If you want to call him a beta male or something like that, go right ahead, but he's not a simp. The only reason why people are calling him a simp is because it's the cool new insult. But he's not a simp. A simp is someone who is obsessed with women. It's the most important thing to them, and they're desperate to get a girlfriend.
The only reason why I was doing all that stuff is to at least get that little bit of love that I've been giving her for the past 3 years. I don't care if it was full on love. I just wanted just a little.
iDubbbz already has a girlfriend. A simp is not someone with a girlfriend. A simp doesn't have a girlfriend, they want a girlfriend. If you want to call him a beta male because he lets his girlfriend do whatever she wants, that would be much more fitting. Now, when iDubbbz made a response to everybody calling him a simp, he lost over 20,000 subscribers. That's not pro-Jared bad, but it's still pretty bad. But luckily for iDubbbz, he has millions upon millions of subscribers. So this loss is not really going to affect him. Now, iDubbbz makes edgy content, and people who make edgy content obviously have edgy fans. And people who are edgy usually have conservative views when it comes to relationships. Now, this is how I expected iDubbbz to respond to everybody who called him a simp. Hey everybody, it's me, iDubbbz. So you've probably heard that a lot of people have been calling me a simp as of late. Why? Well, it's because I let my girlfriend have an OnlyFans account. Obviously, the people who are calling me a simp are absolutely retarded. Simps don't have girlfriends. I have a girlfriend, unlike a lot of the people calling me a simp. In fact, if anything, I think you guys are the simp. You want me to break up with my girlfriend just because she has an OnlyFans account? I don't think you're being honest with yourself. I think you want me to break up with her so you can get with her. So who's the real simp? Me or you? Or at least something like that. I just thought of that on the spot. I mean, a response like that would have at least got his edgy fans to be more on his side, and it would have completely embarrassed the people calling him a simp. Unfortunately, iDubbbz didn't do that.
Where I get to tackle two topics that I've recently become very passionate about. That is a section of my audience who thinks they know me, and my opinion on sex work. You can sort of see where these two will collide. My girlfriend started an OnlyFans account, which is a website where you can upload amateur porn. Anything from double penetration all the way over to lewd cosplay, and everything in between. And I think all of it is cool. Yeah, I know. I didn't think it would be a controversial opinion either.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys now understand why the video has hundreds of thousands of dislikes. When a bunch of people are mad at you, you don't say, I didn't think what I said was a controversial opinion, because that's just gonna piss the people who are mad at you off even more. And you don't want to call something that people are mad at you for cool. I get what he means by cool. He's trying to say he's cool with it, as in he doesn't have a problem with it, but it can also come across as him saying he thinks it's radical. I mean, I would call sex work a lot of things. I wouldn't call it cool. Granted, I wouldn't call most jobs cool, but the ones I would call cool are things like astronaut, race car driver, assassin. You know, actual cool things.
A good amount of people are just doing the reasonable thing and just making jokes and laughing about it. But there's a whole nother group of people who feel personally devastated and betrayed.
Wow, that was actually pretty good, iDubbbz. Not lumping everybody who's talking about it into the same group is an excellent thing to do. You're separating the haters from the people who are just joking about it. I think you might be the first person in the world to realize something like this. Good job! Self-deprecating humor is one of the best ways to get out of a bad situation. I now see why this video got hundreds of thousands of likes.
You lied to us. First of all, I'm not your fucking dad. Like, if you don't want to look up to me anymore, that's fine. I don't want you to look up to me.
Wait, what? iDubbbz, no one was saying you're their dad or treating you like you were their dad.
First up, we got Edward. He probably got told by a lot of people that he looks like iDubbbz. No, shut the fuck up, you dumb fuck. You don't get to ha-ha funny yourself out of this one. You're a simp. You act all edgy and cool on YouTube and then go and film your girlfriend shoving anal beads up her ass for OnlyFans afterwards?
iDubbbz, honey, this person only has a few followers on Twitter. I mean, I've made responses to people who were much smaller than me, but at least I acknowledged it. Responding to people way smaller than you can look pathetic and show that the hate is getting to you. And this is one of the main issues with iDubbbz video. He's trying to hide it, but he's visibly upset. I think if he just took a few more days before he made his response and gave himself time to cool down, he would have handled the situation so much better.
Edward, I don't know where you got the idea that I was cool. Do you think it was cool when I was playing with anal beads? It's cool when I play with anal beads.
I don't think you can really compare playing with anal beads to filming your girlfriend shoving them up her ass.
It's because he's a hypocrite. He makes content cop and targets people, but he himself have girlfriend whoring herself.
Okay, and now iDubbbz is showing a tweet with 1 like, 1 retweet, and 1 comment on it.
No, iDubbbz, you should break up with her. But I'm cool with it. You do realize there are guys out there in private right now jacking off to your girlfriend. But I guess it's out of sight, out of mind, it's not a problem.
iDubbbz, the issue that people have is not that people are jacking off to her. If there was a picture of her in a bikini on Facebook and people were jacking off to it, that would be one thing. If she uploaded videos of herself pulling anal beads out of her ass, and you totally being okay with it, that would be a different thing.
If you want to retain hope that I'm intelligent, this is the most intelligent thing I've probably ever done, is revealing this side of me. That I'm okay with sex workers and girls being slutty.
Oh, come on, iDubbbz, that's not the most intelligent thing you have said. This is the most intelligent thing you have said.
Say it has no bearing on my life whatsoever. And the sooner you realize that for yourself, the better.
iDubbbz, this whole situation does have bearing on your life, especially after this video. And the sooner you realize that, the better.
I wanted to talk more about all the shitty takes that people have, and this guy that we're going to watch has pretty much listed all of what the arguments are for people who don't morally agree with the situation.
So on the cons, we have everyone can see what he sees for a few dollars.
What exactly do you think I'm seeing? Do you think she's shooting fireworks out of her pussy?
At least this guy has a following, unlike everybody else iDubbbz has responded to so far. And yes, this guy did make a response to iDubbbz response if you want to go check it out. I will say the joke iDubbbz did make is funny, but his response could have been way better than this. He could have said something along the lines of, yeah, everybody gets to see what I'm tapping, but they're not the ones tapping it. I'm the one tapping it. Are you simps jealous much? You'll never have someone this hot in your life.
There's no special pussy. It doesn't become less valuable the more people see it. If that's the case, my body and my person is the most valueless thing on the planet.
Wow, another decent point. Good job, iDubbbz.
The internet is a forever archive, so there's no, regret, delete all button. That's not quite there.
I don't know why this shitty point is being made. It's sort of like from 2003. By the way, the internet, it's a forever archive. Didn't know if you knew. But when you upload something, it might stick around. This isn't done impulsively.
Does that really matter if it's done impulsively or not? I mean, people don't rob banks impulsively, they think through it. People, at least for the most part, don't commit murder impulsively, they think it through. To me, whether someone does something or not is what truly matters. I don't really care if they thought it through or not.
And future jobs, they might be a little bit harder to come by.
I think this is one of the most important opinions to highlight because it really demonstrates a severe lack of real-world experience when you're saying that future jobs are going to be harder to come by because of an OnlyFans account. Like, if you think this affects your standing or your social credibility in getting jobs, you are so sadly mistaken.
Okay, and here was the point when I finally decided to make this video. Out of everything iDubbbz has said so far, this is by far the worst. It really shows that he's out of touch with the common man, considering he's been a YouTube celebrity for quite some time. Chris Chan, or Christina Chan, whatever you want to call him or her, can't get a job thanks to their ED article. I had friends who have gotten fired from their jobs for a single Facebook post. I knew this one person who lost their job because they replied to a post that said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love kids? And they responded with an image of Jared Fogle, the Subway guy. Yes, it was absolutely hilarious, but their boss didn't see it that way. I only share my YouTube channel with people I work with if I know I can trust them 100%. The idea that the internet can't affect your personal life is so incredibly outdated and stupid. And again, iDubbbz could have said something along the lines of, bro, do you think she really needs a job? She's dating me, iDubbbz the millionaire. I understand you poor people can't relate. Poor people should just buy more money.
And I will also say, if you want to morally grandstand, one of the shittiest things that I think you can do morally is judging someone about what they did previously and not hiring them even though they're qualified for the job. This is straight out of the playbook of the boomer who's decaying in his lazy boy, who wants to tell you, no, that ain't gonna work. No one's gonna hire you looking like that.
Well, a lot of hiring managers are boomers, so they're gonna be the people you're gonna deal with. But this is also kind of a boomer opinion you have, iDubbbz. The internet can't affect your personal life. You getting a bunch of mean comments? Just turn it off. Swatting? Doxing? What even is that?
In my head, there would be so many other things to do and make money before stooping to this point.
I find it very fascinating that a commentary YouTuber who's known for criticizing others, much like me, would be willing to take the position that sex work is beneath them.
I also share that same opinion, iDubbbz. I would rather make fun of someone on the internet for money than sucking off someone for money. But I guess that opinion makes me a boomer, even though I'm Gen Z.
You can add extra money as well, which, I mean, I don't know if it's really needed in that household, considering the dude will pull like 3 million views off of reviewing peanuts, but, okay.
Sounds like someone's a little bit salty. You do realize that if your partner is making a lot of money and is very wealthy, that doesn't automatically make you feel fulfilled in the relationship or feel like you're contributing enough.
Okay, this point is mostly decent, I'm not gonna lie. However, he was somewhat using the "you're just jealous" argument in there. I will admit this right now, I am somewhat jealous of iDubbbz. I'm jealous of anyone with his success, and that's a natural emotion to have. But that doesn't take away from my points in any way, shape, or form.
The world would be a much better place if people like Philip Bezos, I don't know if that's his son's actual name, but if Philip Bezos did OnlyFans, that would be a perfectly fine thing to do.
So the whole world would be a much better place if some billionaire's son made a sex tape of himself.
That just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just bullshit.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there, iDubbbz. But in reality, if the son of Jeff Bezos, the guy who owns freaking Amazon, son did anything like that, the media would have an absolute field day. And Amazon stock might actually go down a little bit. I'm not saying it's a good or moral thing if something like that happened, but I am saying it would happen.
Shouting out their opinions like, I fucking hate thoughts. I hate whores. Women who sell their body online fucking suck. That's the worst. Instead of ignoring that and just moving on with my lecture, it might be a better idea to point those people out and say, yeah, I actually don't agree with that shitty opinion. Because it seems like me just ignoring it has led to like a cultivation of a bunch of retards.
iDubbbz, come on, you've been on the internet longer than I have, and you don't know that you should never feed the trolls. My final thoughts are, iDubbbz could have made a response that was so much better than this. and he could have gotten out of it very easily. But with a response like this, it would have been better for him not to respond at all. My suggestion to iDubbbz is to lay low for a little bit and wait for this whole thing to blow over. I think in a few months everything will go back to normal and we'll all forget about this. iDubbbz will come out of this mostly unscathed, but his girlfriend, well, people already really don't like her, and over time, people are gonna dig up more and more dirt on her. I think this might be the end of their relationship.
What's it like to hear Ian do a bad unboxing? I mean, he's in a different room, so you just hear a lot of yelling.
It's interesting.
Yeah, oh yeah, you've heard it too, haven't you? Because
Yeah.
you came over that one time. Yeah, it's just a bunch of yelling, like random
He just
shit.
walked out of that fucking room.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I mean, that's his office, and my office is like the one. But it's just like a bunch of just fucking autistic screeching for like hours. And then he emerges like in a pile of shit. Oh yeah,
yeah.
do you eat Lacey's ass?
What the fuck?
My eyes have seen the glory of the cleansing of YouTube, debunking SJWs and feminazis too. We criticize reactionists in hopes they get the boot, just to roll on marches on.